I had worked with a 9-year-old boy a few months ago whose teachers were pushing for an ADHD diagnosis for over a year, but his parents weren't sure because he could sit and build Legos for 2 hours straight, could play video games, could have one-on-one conversation. He was sharp, engaged, and totally present. And that's not what ADHD looks like to a parent. And they weren't ready to put their 9-year-old on medication without being certain that that was actually what was going on. So when they found us, we tested him and we identified auditory processing disorder. His brain was just working overtime to make sense of sound and noisy environments. So he wasn't distracted. He was just exhausted and overwhelmed. After 12 weeks of auditory training, his teacher stopped raising the ADHD question. His parents cried on our debrief call. And this story is not unusual for us. It's actually very common. My name is Dr. Emma Durazzo. I'm an audiologist and clinical director of NeuraListen, a telehealth practice that specializes specifically in auditory processing disorder. If your child has been told that their hearing is normal, but they're still struggling, whether that's in the classroom, at home, or anywhere where there's noise or competing sounds, I want to walk you through exactly what we do and what you can expect. The kids and adults that we work with all have one thing in common: trouble hearing despite a normal hearing test. And that makes sense because the normal hearing test only checks whether or not we can detect sounds. It's not looking in depth about how our brain actually processes and makes sense of these sounds. And that's what we do. And for a lot of families, getting that answer can change everything. Our evaluation is done entirely through telehealth, so there's no need to travel, and we work with families across multiple states. So here's what our process looks like. We start with a fit check to see if we're the right fit. It's a short intake where we review your history and confirm that the evaluation is the right next step. And if it is, then we move into our full evaluation. The evaluation is done in a one-on-one session with a licensed audiologist. We use standardized auditory processing assessments, tasks that test things like how well the brain is filtering out background noise, how we process speech in competing sound environments, and sequencing and organizing what we hear. These tasks are not meant to be stressful, and some of them can even feel like a listening game. The whole session takes about 60 to 90 minutes and is done from home on a secure HIPAA-compliant telehealth platform. After the evaluation, you'll receive a comprehensive written report. The report includes results across every area that was tested, a clinical interpretation of what those results mean, and a clear diagnosis, if there is one, as well as specific recommendations, including accommodations that can be used for school, IEP meetings, and workplace support. We don't just hand you the report and send you on your way. We have a debrief call where I walk you through everything personally and answer any and all questions. If the evaluation does indicate auditory training would be helpful, we do offer 3 different levels of training. Again, all remote, and we use clinician-designed software to strengthen the exact processing areas where your brain needs support. But the evaluation does stand completely on its own, so you can walk away with answers, documentation, and a clear plan regardless of whether or not you go through auditory training. If any of this sounds familiar for your child or for yourself, the best place to start is our fit check. It just takes a few minutes and helps us figure out whether we're the right fit for you before committing to anything. The link is in the description, or you can visit NeuraListen.com to get more information. We would love to help you get some answers. We'll look forward to hearing from you.